Hey guy, I'm Rumi. Please like and subscribe. I dressed up real cute today for the alumni meetup. It's been 5 years since I last came back to my old high school.
Rumi, is that you?
A cheerful classmate walked over.
I almost didn't recognize you. You look so different.
When a group of others started crowding in, I slipped away quietly. I just wanted a moment to soak it in to find that old rooftop corner of mine. The view was still the same, and then I saw it faintly carved into the stone wall, Rumi, my name with a tiny heart next to it. Have you ever stumbled on a memory you swear you didn't make? But no, I didn't carve that. So who did? My mind drifted back to 5 years ago. Rumi, at 17, had a bookish appearance. Back then, I devoted all my effort to studying day and night just so I could sit next to Romance in every school debate.
Congrats on making the debate team.
That was him, Romance. Smart, polished, calm, and somehow magnetic. The girls constantly debated his type, and most thought he'd go for the classy, high-profile kind.
Staring isn't gonna boost your chances, you know.
Jinu sat behind me, leaning over with a smirk. Jinu wasn't loud, but he always noticed the tiniest things. Time to be bold. I followed Romance to just, showing up at the right corners to accidentally run into him. One day, he'd believe we were meant to be. 3, 2, the giggles. Romance was walking with a girl. She was cute, totally the type people pictured him with. I'd never seen him laugh like that before. And just like that, my heart cracked. I dragged myself back to class, plopped down like a popped balloon.
Who cut your Wi-Fi all week?
Mind your business.
Just here to remind you, debates in 3 days. You should be at the library, not sulking here.
He wasn't wrong. I'd worked hard to earn that seat beside Romance. I scanned the political econ shelf and found the book I needed. I reached for it and someone else did too. Oh, Romance, sorry.
Guess it's fate. Wanna prep together for our upcoming round?
Yeah, of course. That'd be great. We sat together, surrounded by piles of books. Romance was sweet, smart, and soft-spoken. And somehow I found myself asking about the girl he was with earlier.
Oh, she just needed help with a calculus problem.
Not romantic at all, thank goodness. Well, gotta give Jinu some credit.
Sweetheart, we're closing in 5 minutes.
I blinked awake. Oh fudge, it was already dark. Sorry, I'll leave now.
Don't forget your stuff. You've got a sweet boyfriend.
Boyfriend? And then I saw it. A mint and a folded note. You should get some sleep and take care of yourself. You're gonna crush that debate. Good luck. P.S. It helps me stay awake. That sweet little mint was proof Romance cared. The next contest was a park decoration competition. I saw Jinu cheering like an idiot, and I almost burst out laughing. But this was a battle. Romance and I gave it everything we had. The other team looked like deer in headlights against his confidence. We crushed it. When we won, Romance pulled me into a hug, and I swear I levitated. That happiness lasted until I stepped outside the school gate, only to run into Abby. I spun around to escape, but he caught me.
Ignoring me now?
Abby, basketball team captain, 6 feet of smug. I was his favorite punching bag. He only left me alone during tournaments.
Relax, just wanted to say congrats. Solid debate, though I was rooting for the other team.
I rolled my eyes, still didn't say a word.
Alright, tomorrow morning, be outside my class. I've got errands. Cool? Later.
He's literally the only person on earth who could make my eye twitch just by breathing near me. I didn't go to his class the next morning. Nope, forget it. But the price of rebellion? Now Abby was legit hunting me like prey, and I had to hide. He knew I always went to the library, so of course he and his little minion set up camp right outside. Thanks to that jerk face, I couldn't even see Romance anymore. Then something happened during PE that made me stop seeing him as the enemy. That day, I took a break from running laps and stepped aside to catch my breath. That's when 3 upperclassmen girls walked up to me and they did not look friendly.
One debate went and suddenly think you're all that. It was all Romance's doing. Anyway.
Sorry, what?
Cut the innocent act. You're not in Romance's league.
Before I could say anything, the third girl angrily knocked my water bottle out of my hand. Right at that moment, Abby jumped in from out of nowhere, and Jinu rushed over immediately after.
You okay?
Thanks. I took the bottle from Jinu, but I couldn't stop staring at Abby.
Back off. She's mine to bully.
That line made my face light up like a stop sign. Wait, what? Did he just claim me? Abby didn't look at me, just walked off like it was nothing. The sky stayed gray all day, and right before the final bell rang, the heavens finally opened up. I stood under the school roof, watching everyone leave one by one. Naturally, I didn't bring an umbrella. I scanned the crowd, hoping to see Romance somewhere. Was he still in the library or already gone? Did he get caught in the rain? I let out a sigh and pulled my backpack over my head, ready to run for it. Then a hand grabbed my arm. Abby, looking as cranky as ever, held out an umbrella.
Take it.
What about you? There was no way I was walking under an umbrella with him. Yuck.
Just take it. 4 eyes. Geez.
He shoved the umbrella into my hands and took off running into the rain. I stood there like a total dork, holding his umbrella. Just like that, my heart skipped a beat. For the second time that day, I was still at the alumni reunion. Everyone was chatting, laughing, sharing old stories, but my brain was spinning. Who carved that name? Who drew that heart? Both had stamped themselves into my high school memories. I never even got the chance to confess to Romance, and Abby had never thanked him for the umbrella. It's been forever since I saw either of them. If I found them now, I'd find out the truth. But they weren't here. I wandered over to the memory table, old notebooks, trophies, even the medal from our big debate win in our yearbook photos. My heart pounded as I flipped through the pages until I finally landed on our class picture. There I was, middle row, awkward smile, and then I saw him, Jinu, but he wasn't looking at the camera, he was looking at me. My eyes locked onto the photo. I couldn't move. Someone tapped my shoulder.
Rumi, oh my gosh, hey.
Jess, the class president, theater club queen, total know-it-all, was now a full-on mom with the cutest little kid. We hugged fast, and then…
So, you and Jinu ever become a thing?
Huh?
Girl, don't play dumb. Everybody knew he liked you. He was always watching you like a little golden retriever.
Jinu liked me?
Yeah. I thought for sure you two figured it out by now.
I opened my mouth, but nothing came out because I hadn't figured out anything. I'd spent most of high school spiraling over two completely different guys.
I could have sworn I saw Jinu here earlier, and now he's vanished again.
My heart thudded. Could it be? Can Jinu be the one who carved my name? The stairs to the rooftop never felt longer, but maybe, just maybe, someone was up there. One of the three boys from my teenage mess of a heart. Romance, Abby, or Jinu. I pushed open the old rooftop door, and there he was.
I've been waiting for you.
Jinu, he looked older, more grown up, but that smile was still the same. Hey, hi Jinu. He cleared his throat and pulled something from his pocket, a tiny mint.
Just a nervous habit. Helps me stay awake. Want one?
I froze that mint, the same mint that came with the note I thought Romance left me.
You still haven't. That day you looked so peaceful, I didn't want to wake you. The professor guy dipped right after you passed out.
Turns out he was always there. Jinu had been the one who nudged me to the library so I could run into Romance. He was the one who left the mint. He was the one cheering for me at my first ever debate.
You probably didn't know, but I was just one step behind Abby that day. I was about to hand you my umbrella. I knew you were clueless. Abby, yeah, he liked you too. Classic boy in love energy. But me, I stayed quiet.
Wow. I really was that dense. I spent years chasing Romance, someone who never really saw me. I missed out on Abby, a guy who actually protected me even when he was a total menace. And Jinu, my smart, sarcastic desk buddy, who'd been right there all along. Did I miss anything else?
Yeah, I have a girlfriend.
My heart dropped just a little. Was that disappointment? Regret? Oh,
If she says yes right now.
As I stood there, totally glitching, he stepped closer and flicked my forehead.
Still the same silly little bookworm. Huh? The one I've been waiting for this whole time.
I leaned in and kissed him. That was my answer. The reunion had long ended, but we were still standing in the middle of the schoolyard.
I heard Romance's in Europe. Wants to dedicate his life to research. Said he's never getting married.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Abby joined the military. Probably stationed on some far-off island by now.
Good for him. I guess we all grow up in weird little ways, huh?
You know, I don't even care if I wasn't in your past. As long as I get to be your present and your future.
This time I wouldn't let something that precious slip away again. Treasure those who are always by your side, even quietly, because sometimes true happiness isn't in distant dreams but right next to you. Hi, my name is Pippalook, and I'm from Greenland. Please like and subscribe. I was raised in a small village by my amazing single mom, who was a farmer. We didn't have a lot, but we were really happy. She was my best friend. Once, when I was 5, Mom and I were at a funeral when suddenly I yelled, "Ew! Mom, did you just fart?" As I turned around to look, Mom turned red.
Of course not. This child is so silly. I've never in my life.
You're such a liar, Mom. I hear you do it all.
Pippalook, stop it.
Stinky, liar, pants on fire. By now, everyone was roaring with laughter as Mom chased me around, and I ran ahead singing, "She farted, she farted." I was in a lot of trouble later, but I realized something. I'd made people laugh, and I really enjoyed that. After that, I became the joker of the village. Mom thought I was hilarious too, as long as I wasn't joking about her. Once, when I was 14, I'd taken my cows out for grazing in the fields, when suddenly I saw a bird drop to the ground. I ran to it and saw that it was hurt. As I tried dressing its wound, two strange girls came running up to me.
Hey, cow dung! That bird is my prey, so back off!
Yeah, do what my boss said.
You hit this poor creature? Pick on someone your own size, witch.
Okay, you asked for it!
And with that, she jumped on me and we broke into a fight. I kicked her in her stomach, and as she howled in pain, I ran to my cow and went back home. Soon after I got there, I realized the two had followed me. They started complaining to Mom that I'd beat them up. She started it!
Oh, you horrible girl! I think you burst my appendix.
Yeah, Auntie. I saw how your daughter kicked my boss. Wait, I'll show you.
She took some steps back and ran straight to the mean girl, kicking her hard in the stomach.
Ow! You moron!
Boss, I'm sorry. So sorry.
As the two ran out, Mom and I were laughing our heads off. What idiots! I found out later they were some city brats who'd come on a school trip to the village. Thank God I wouldn't be seeing them around again. A few days later, when I got back from school, I was surprised to see a big car outside our house. I stepped in to find a wealthy-looking man talking to Mom.
The doctors think it's safe for Pipaluk to move back to the city now. I can never thank you enough for taking care of my child.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Oh, Pipaluk, how lovely and grown up you are.
Who are you and what's going on? Mom! And what she said next turned my world upside down.
He's your real dad, Pipaluk, and your real mum died soon after you were born. You had some mysterious disease, and the doctor said you had to be raised in the village till your teens. So your dad left you with me, and now he's here to take you.
You never thought of telling me this. And what am I? Another animal on your farm that you keep and give away whenever you like? I thought you were my mom.
I'm sorry, Pipaluk, but you're not my real daughter. Your dad has been giving me money to take care of you, and now you must go with him.
Her words were a big blow to me. I had to leave, and I did with a heavy heart. But my dad seemed really nice, and I felt myself warming up to him. He dropped another bombshell on me, though. Apparently, I had a sister, too. Her name was Ani, and she was a year older than me. A few hours later, I arrived at my new home in the city, which was a huge mansion. As Dad led me inside, he told a servant to go get my sister, and when she walked in, I nearly had a stroke. It was one of the girls I'd met in the village, the mean girl's minion.
Cowdung, what are you doing here?
You two have met?
Yeah, I met Cowdung on a school trip. Why is she here, Dad?
Stop calling her that. Her name is Pipaluk, and I told you I was getting your sister.
Yeah, but I thought you meant you were getting me a cute little puppy.
Dad warned her to be nice to me, but the minute he left the room, she whipped out her phone and called the mean girl.
Hello, boss. I've got some really gross news. Dad got me a sister, and it's Cowdung. Yeah, the same girl from the village. Okay, I'll keep reporting over and out.
Gosh, of all the people in the world, I had to have this mad girl as my sister. It was summer break, and school hadn't started yet. I thought I'd get to bond with Dad, but he wasn't around much. He was mostly away for work and would give us gifts when he returned. But otherwise, it was just me and Ani at home, and I tried to avoid her as much as possible. A few weeks later, Dad hosted a grand dinner for some guests, and it was the first time I'd ever been to a party like that. Suddenly, Ani came running in with some things Dad got on his last trip.
Dad, your gifts are always so cheap. Why did you get me a calculator when I asked for a new cell phone? You wait till I steal yours.
A cell phone won't change your math grade from an F, but a calculator might help you get a D. Now go away and let me introduce Pipaluk to everyone. Come here, love. Meet my daughter. Guys, this one's really smart.
For the first time, I felt bad for Ani. Dad had basically just called her dumb in front of everyone. A week later, I joined Ani's school, and as soon as we entered the building, she ran to her boss, whose name was Diana. She smirked when she spotted me.
Well, you turned out to be really lucky, didn't you? But don't think for a second that you actually belong here. You will always be the uncivilized monkey whose best friends are cows. Ha ha ha!
That's a compliment because cows are amazing. And yes, I'm quite lucky and rich enough to have a private zoo for donkeys like you. The kids standing around us snickered and Diana looked furious. Apparently, lots of people in school didn't like her because she was mean, and they warmed up to me instantly. I made plenty of friends in no time because I could always make people laugh. Soon, I found out about a stand-up comedy contest at school, and I immediately signed up. Just then, Anne came running and pushed me aside and wrote Diana's name on the sheet too. Jeez! The night before the show, I was rehearsing my script in my room when I noticed Anne peeking through the door. Hey, you can't steal my jokes for Diana!
As if she needs your jokes. She's gonna win anyway.
How can you be so sure?
My cat told me cats are really good at predicting the future.
Okay, then tell me something. Why do you like being Diana's minion? You're just as pretty and rich as she is.
Are you crazy? Diana's so much prettier than me.
Says who?
Diana does. She's been saying that since we were kids, and she would never lie to me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to practice my clapping for the show tomorrow.
This girl was mental, but I'd started to realize that she wasn't evil like Diana, just really dumb. On the day of the contest, I gave my best on the stage and got quite a few laughs. And then it was Diana's turn. She stepped up in front of the mic and said,
Hello, judges! Before I begin, I'd like to tell you that I'm the most beautiful comedy queen of the school!
Suddenly, Anne laughed out loud.
Ha ha ha! Wow, very funny!
Diana glared at her.
Where was I? Yeah, so all my friends say I have the best sense of humor.
Ha ha ha! Oh my god, what a joke! You're killing me, Diana!
And she laughed so hard she fell off her chair. Everybody started laughing too, and Diana looked super embarrassed. She screamed and jumped off the stage after Anne, who yelled,
Ah! What, boss? You told me to laugh!
But later, when the results were announced, I was declared the winner! I ran home happily to tell Dad, but he wasn't home as usual. So I called him up. Dad, you won't believe this. I got first place in the comedy contest. You should have seen how everyone loved it.
Oh, that's great, honey.
Yeah, it's Dad. Hello? Can you hear me? He just hung up the phone. At that moment, I really missed my mom. She would have been so proud of me. Probably not. She said I wasn't her daughter and made me leave. She wouldn't care either. As I was going to my room, I walked past Annie's room and saw her sitting on her bed, crying like a baby. Hey, what's wrong? Can I sit here?
Yeah, sit. But a little away from me because boss says cow dung stinks.
Oh, come on now, tell me. Why are you crying? It's about Diana, right?
Yeah, I did what she told me to. I laughed at her jokes to make her win, but now she's mad at me. She didn't even post my video on her TokTok account today.
What video and what account? She showed me Diana's TokTok account, where she uploaded Ane's videos, doing absurd things like standing on a table and doing a stupid dance, jumping like a frog on the street. Even acting like Diana's puppy in one video. What the freaking fish? Diana has been using my sister as a joke to get followers. Don't you see the problem with this, Ane?
What? Diana's making me popular. Maybe I'll get so famous I'll be cast in comedy movies one day.
Ane was just watching the views on her videos and smiling. This Diana was a jerk, and I had to think of some way to teach her a lesson. And the very next day, I walked into the cafeteria with Ani, and we found Diana bragging loudly to a group of girls.
This is your first time going to France, loser. I've been there so many times. Actually, I was planning on seeing the fashion show in Paris this coming weekend, but my old grandma passed away last night. Ugh, just ruined my plans.
And Ani started to wail.
Oh my god, what? Granny died last night. But wait, I spoke to her this morning, when I called your house. This doesn't make any sense, and she said you guys were going to the village on the weekend.
As Diana's lie was caught and everyone started to laugh, she looked livid.
You don't know anything because you're a complete moron! Why can't you just keep your mouth shut?
Diana raised her hand to slap her, but I stepped in and pushed her back. Don't you dare touch my sister! Stay away from her! And you're not using her anymore for stupid videos or anything else, you black-hearted donkey! I knocked her down to the ground, and Annie jumped in too. While the two wrestled and screamed, I grabbed Diana's phone and deleted the TokTok account and all the videos. We got suspended for a few days for attacking Diana, but it was totally worth it. Dad wasn't mad at me when he found out, but he went totally bonkers on Annie.
You already don't do much to make me proud, and now you've gotten yourself suspended. I don't know what I've done to deserve a dumb daughter like you.
Aine went crying to her room and I felt terrible. Later that evening, I decided I'd talk to Dad about not being so mean to her all the time. I went into his study and he wasn't there, but I found his laptop open with an email from his lawyer that left me shook. The will left by Pipaluk's mother cannot be changed. She is the sole heiress of all her mother's wealth, And you as the stepfather get nothing. We will have to find some other way to get a hold of that orphan's money. Wait! Dad was my stepdad. My mother had left me money and he was trying to take it.
Why are you snooping around?
Can you explain this email, Dad? Or should I say stepdad?
Yeah. I'm not your father. Your mother left me for someone else and had you. But then they both died. And the police left you with me because there was no one else. I left you in the village with some poor woman who wanted a child so badly she didn't even take any money. I only brought you back because I needed you to sign some papers. But it looks like it's no use. So you can just go back to your idiot mother while I figure something out.
And what about my money? You can't have it.
Oh, yes, I can. And I will. What are you gonna do about it?
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. This man was pure evil. I ran upstairs and started packing my things. I wasn't staying here another minute. But as I was leaving, I heard police sirens, and there were cops at the door to arrest Dad for theft and fraud.
You called the police, Pipalook?
No, I did. I heard everything you and Dad were talking about, Pipalook, and then I snuck down to his study and sent his emails to the police.
How could you do this to your own father, Anne?
Because you're a crook. And you're not a good father either. My whole life you've told me I'm stupid and not good enough. Well, I deserve better than you. Take him away.
The cops took him away, and I turned to hug her tight. You're amazing, Anne.
But you're still leaving me to go with your mom, right?
No, I'm taking you with me. Mom said she took money to keep me, but I just knew in my heart that wasn't true. Your dad made her say that to make me leave with him. She's the most amazing mom, Annie. And she would love to have you too.
Are you sure?
100%. Let's go.
Hi, my name is Emma and I'm from Washington. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My parents abandoned me when I was just born. Thankfully, a wealthy man took me in from the street to be a servant in his mansion. I slept in a storage room. It wasn't bad, but I always wondered what the other private rooms were like. One day, when the owners were out, I sneaked into a luxurious bedroom. OMG, it's so bouncy and soft! I climbed onto the bed and jumped around playfully. Suddenly, someone appeared outside the door and shouted at me.
Ew, maid! What the heck are you doing in my room?
She is Amy, the boss's wife. At the same time, the boss also walked in.
Darcy, where did you find this rat?
Keep your cool, darling. Hey kid, why are you here?
Oh wait, let me check if she's stolen anything. Don't try to flee, maid.
No, I didn't do that, but can I take this bed to my room, or at least let me jump on it one last time?
Oh, what a mischievous girl.
When I turned to the Amy, she was glaring at me. Terrified, I ran out of the room. A few days later, I met the boss's daughter, Emily. She was introverted, so I took the initiative to befriend her. Despite our 4-year age difference, we became besties. In the next 2 years, Emily even insisted that her father send me to the elite school with her, and he agreed. On my first day at the new school, I was very anxious, but my classmates were very friendly, and we quickly became close. I excelled academically, scoring straight A's on tests, but poor things is, Emily kept getting F's. I tried to help Emily with her homework and realized that she struggled with understanding. I tried talking to Mrs. Amy to find a solution, but she thought everything I said was just made up.
Come on, darling. Our girl is only 8 and still has plenty of time to learn.
But ma'am, I think Emily is having some difficulties with her communication and—
Shut up! It's not your place to speak!
On Amy's birthday party, she announced in front of many people that Emily would recite a poem for her. But you can guess, Emily couldn't read and stood there trembling. All eyes were on her. I couldn't let her be in this situation any longer, so I stepped up to the stage, took the mic, and said loudly, "Well, she's just a bit nervous." So we read it together. Emily leaned close to me and whispered,
Thank you, Emma.
The boss realized his daughter was truly struggling. The next day, he took her for an evaluation, and the doctor diagnosed her with dyslexia. He arranged for a special tutor and asked me to help Emily. Years passed, and Emily gradually overcame her problems with our support. She even achieved excellent academic results and won numerous medals in various subjects. At Emily's 14th birthday party, while I was preparing food in the kitchen, she called me to join them.
Emma, you're not a maid, you're my sis. Let's enjoy the party.
She picked out a stunning dress and told me to wear it. Suddenly, Mr. Amy rushed over, snatched the dress from my hands, pulled Emily into a corner, and said something to her. Mr. Darcy tried to lift my mood by asking me to take pictures with Emily.
Come on, Emma, you've helped her so much.
But as I approached, Emily suddenly became agitated and pushed me away.
Dad, Dad, I'm tired. Can we stop this stupid party?
My boss was left speechless and she walked away, leaving us stunned. What? What's wrong with her? The next morning, when it was time to go to school, she told the driver to leave me behind, so I had to take the bus. When I bumped into her in the school hallway, I asked, "Emily, why are you acting so weird?"
Please, take your dirty hands off me, rat!
Wait, OMG, what did you just say? I was jaw-dropped. What was happening felt like such a nightmare.
Why are you so close with my dad?
Actually, I was also curious why the boss seemed to treat me better than the other servants. Emily, he often asked me to help you.
Call me Miss Emily, okay?
Well, Miss Emily, you really let me down. I swung my hand and accidentally slapped Emily, causing her to fall to the floor. I tried to pick her up, but she suddenly lunged at me and pulled my hair. We struggled on the ground while our classmates yelled in excitement. The fight only stopped when the teacher arrived, and we were both suspended for a week. I was so angry that I couldn't even look at her. The older her got, the more she seemed to resemble Mrs. Amy. Arrogant and harsh. On the next few days, Brian, her cousin, returned from France, and she was thrilled because she really got along with him. That night, while I was reading a book, Brian approached me.
You're smart and kind, right? I've heard how you've been helping Emily with her studies.
Oh, it's my pleasure to help Miss Emily.
Well, by the way, aside from studying, what else do you enjoy?
I love sing and dance.
Ah, we're on the same frequency.
We went to the studio and I started humming a song. He seemed to be completely immersed in every single melody. But I didn't expect that Mrs. Amy and Emily would catch us together. That night, Emily texted me, asking me to come to her room. When I opened the door, Emily threw a book straight at my face. It was the gift I had given her for her birthday last year.
Get this trash out of here and go away, rat! Why are you trying to take everything from me? Acting like a poor cat to make my dad take you home, and then trying to seduce my cousin!
Hey, stop suspecting that Cat is sneaking carrots. I didn't take anything from you. She grabbed scissors and rushed toward me. Emily, you're psycho!
You better watch what you say! Underestimating me could be your last mistake!
Your anger has turned you to evil! I pushed her aside to escape from her room, feeling both scared and angry, wondering why she'd become so weird. The next day, Brian suggested to the boss that he wanted to take me to France with him so they could enroll me in a talent dance class. Oh my gosh, this was an amazing opportunity for me to pursue my dream. I jumped for joy.
Are you guys dreaming? Crazy! Your nephew will take my servant to nowhere. He's not allowed to do that.
But why?
No means no. The rat can't have a lavish dinner.
Brian clenched his teeth and left immediately. I cried in desperation. A dream life had appeared before my eyes, but it vanished like a nightmare. One day I will leave this house, escape from cruel Amy and her ungrateful daughter. That Christmas night, the snow was falling heavier. The next morning, when I woke up, I found a beautiful dress on my bed along with a note asking me to wear it for the family party. How family? Do I have a family? I flipped the note over and saw the boss's name. That evening, I ran into Emily, and we both stood jaw-dropping for several seconds.
What?
Oh, how adorable. You two look like real twins. Do you guys like the dresses?
I put on a fake smile as Emily shot me a harsh glare.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen! An outfit won't turn a rat into a swan!
Immediately, she grabbed the fire extinguisher and sprayed it straight at me.
Emily, stop!
Something unexpected happened when Mrs. Amy snatched the extinguisher from Emily and yelled at her.
You lost your mind. You could hurt her.
You just lost control! Are you siding with her, Mom? I hate all of you!
Emily stormed off, and for the first time, Mrs. Amy was acting like that. A few days later, Emily went live, sobbing and fabricating an entirely false story.
Today, I'm going to expose a deceitful jerk who has ruined my family's happiness. Emma, the witch, has managed to enchant my dad, my cousin, and even my beloved mother. My dad made a huge mistake bringing that dirty servant into our home.
What the? I burst into her room, using all my strength to stop the live stream. Soon after, her parents also rushed into the room.
Emily, stop that. We didn't raise you to behave like this.
If you keep acting like this, we'll have no choice but to send you to reform school.
Mom, you said Emma is a vixen, and you were the one who came up with the plan to teach her a lesson, right?
Emily's words shocked both me and Darcy.
Oh, it seems like Emma is actually the most beloved person in this mansion. So here's no reason for me to stay here any longer.
Emily laughed like a maniac and walked away. What's happening?
Emma, please let me explain. You are my daughter. Years ago, I met and loved your mom, Lily, but both families opposed our marriage. Your grandparents arranged for me to marry Amy. Your mother couldn't accept the truth and hid you from me. By the time I found out, she had already passed away and you were placed in an orphanage. The reason I lied and called you a servant was to protect you from trouble. It was all my fault. Please forgive me.
That night was really like a roller coaster for me. Darcy even showed me the birth certificate and DNA test results to prove what he was saying.
Freak, oh, so you were lying to me. You married me because of family arrangements, and it turns out...
Mrs. Amy burst into tears as she charged at the boss, and chaos erupted as they started to fight and argue. I stood there like a statue while Emily walked over and laughed with delight. At school, Emily constantly tried to make my life miserable. She spread rumors that turned everyone against me, hung me out of a window, and put snakes in the bathroom. The torment didn't end. When the boss was away on business, she made me do all the household chores, prohibited me from studying, and scolded and berated me terribly. Of course, Darcy had no way to step in and stop what was happening. On the day the college results were announced, I was accepted into Harvest. It was finally time for me to escape this hell. But before I could celebrate, she and Emily burned the acceptance letter and other important documents, preventing me from starting school on time. My anger reached its peak. Why are you so freakish? What have I ever done to you? Emily has become so cruel because of a witch like you. You'll get your karma.
Jerk, get lost. You worthless piece of trash. You don't belong here. You should go back to the filthy place you came from and behave like your mother did.
I couldn't hold back any longer. Keep my mom's name out of your stupid mouth. I grabbed the nearby broom, ready to give them a beating. Suddenly, my dad grabbed a broom and said,
Don't do that, Emma! And both of you, stop bullying her.
I left in frustration, moved out of the house, and found a new place to stay. I took on part-time jobs to pay for my tuition. I thought my college years would pass like this. One day, after my shift ended, I saw Emily standing outside the door.
Emily? I'm so sorry.
She started to cry.
I know how good you was to me. You taught me, played with me, and protected me from bullies. But I was selfish, thinking you took all the attention from Dad, Brian, and Mom. I realize now that the life I have is something you deserve too. Can we become sisters again?
I understand, Emily. I'm not holding a grudge against you, but maybe I no longer have a chance to go back to that. I smiled warmly at her when suddenly I heard a familiar voice.
Emily said everything I wanted to tell. I used to resent you because your father cared too much about you. I know you're a kind and understanding. Go back to where you belong. Your dad misses you so much. Please, Emma.
Is this what you've been waiting for all this time, Mom?